This is a JXSC 16 to 18 TPD container-type gold CIL processing plant for Guinea. JXSC designed this complete plant according to the customer's raw ore characteristics and specific mining requirements. This setup is a small-scale CIL plant that includes a feeding system, crushing system, ball mill grinding system, thickening and leaching system, activated carbon adsorption system, gold-loaded carbon desorption and electrolytic system, gold refinery system, and tailing filtering system. JXSC customized 4 pieces 40-foot containers, integrated and installed all the equipment inside 4 containers. Below is the detailed installation configuration of each container. First 40-foot container, feeding, hammer crusher, ball mill and classification, leaching tank. Second 40-foot container, 3 pieces leaching and adsorption tanks, inclined tube thickener. Third 40-foot container, 3 pieces leaching and adsorption tanks, plate filter press. Fourth 40-foot container, desorption electrolysis equipment, gold melting, carbon regeneration. As the raw ore has been crushed before and customers collect it from different small miners, there's no need for a primary crushing machine. The process explanation is as follows. 1. Feeding and fine crushing system. The crushed ore is fed into a hopper via an excavator. There is one electromagnetic vibrating feeder under the hopper, which can feed the material into the hammer crusher evenly. Hammer crusher crushes rock from 50 millimeters to below 10 millimeters. The output from the hammer crusher is transported to a transit hopper by belt conveyor. 2. Grinding system. There is one electromagnetic vibrating feeder under the transit hopper as well. It's also for buffering and feeding the material evenly. The ball mill is used to grind the small gravel into fine powder to release the gold from the rock. The output from the ball mill goes to the spiral classifier for classification. The returned big sand back to the ball mill for grinding again. To make sure the final output from grinding can meet 70 to 80%, passing 200 mesh 0.074 millimeters 3. Leaching pre-treatment. The small fine sand powder from the spiral classifier will go to a slurry tank and use a slurry pump to pump the slurry into a tube thickener. Before the slurry is transported into the thickener, there is a safety screen to screen waste first. The underscreen slurry will go to the thickener directly. The overflow from the thickener goes to settling ponds, and then the water can be recycled after precipitation. The underflow from the thickener will flow into a mixing tank. Then use a slurry pump to pump the material into the leaching tank. Related chemicals need to be added accordingly here. 4. Leaching and activated carbon adsorption processing. After the gold is leached and dissolved in the solution, the slurry flows into a 6-piece double impeller adsorption agitation tank with carbon and a roots blower. For adsorption agitation tank, the activated carbon adsorbs the gold in the slurry to become gold-loaded carbon, which is then extracted using carbon lifters. 5. Gold-loaded carbon desorption and electrolytic stage. The gold concentrates will be transported to a safety screen. Then will go to a normal temperature and normal pressure desorption electrolysis system, and after that, a drying oven for gold mud. Finally, use a gold smelting furnace for melting the gold bar. 6. Tailing water recycle system. The tailing from adsorption agitation tanks will go to a liner vibrating screen for screening carbon first. The underscreen tailing goes to the undertank/pond, then use a filter pump to feed the slurry into the filter press for filtering and recycling the water. This small container-type CIL plant is very popular among CIL customers, not only because of its impressive compact design, but also because of the effective and reasonable mining process. The entire processing plant can achieve the best working efficiency and the highest recovery rate.